when I talk about using finesse techniques, talk about when people saw me using that spinning rod at Okeechobee, first thing they say, I can't believe you're throwing that little bitty line, little bitty rod and reel, little bitty there. Listen, I had a spinning rod in my hand. When you see it, I think I actually did have that on here. I had a spinning rod in my hand, but that spinning rod, it was tricked out. Hey, it was like one of them, you see them kids that drive like a Honda CRV and it sounded whoop, whoop, whoop. It was one of them. It might have been a little Honda, but it was souped up underneath. One of the most important things that we have as fishermen is with spinning gear, braided fluorocarbon setup. Braided fluorocarbon allows you the ability to be flexible in your line choices. Okay? When I was fishing Okeechobee last year, I was using 15-pound test braided. I was using a 17-pound test fluorocarbon leader. Try to spool up 17-pound test fluorocarbon on your spinning reel. That bad boy gonna jump off of there like a poodle. Oh, it's a slinky. It's gonna be ugly. He gonna come. You try to curl it over, and the moment that line gets slack in it, it's gonna go. You're gonna have some problems. With braided fluorocarbon, that allows us to have flexibility. You got that 15-pound test braid. Now I can use a 10-pound leader, 6-pound leader, 20-pound leader. We use line to help us get the job done. That's all the line is for. We ain't worried about the fish seeing the line or whatever. If I were to try to use, normally I would fish about 10-pound test fluorocarbon to 10 or 15-pound test braid in a normal situation. But when I went to Okeechobee, if I would have tried to do what you saw me do, I know we got that. That was that SUF B-roll thing. I know we got that somewhere. That was on my iPad. When I was doing that, if I would have tried that with 10-pound tests, that wasn't gonna work. I would have never got any of those fish in. I'm like, no, not even the little ones. You wouldn't get them in. But the fact that I could take that braid, I could take a really light lure on my spinning rod, put it in a place that didn't make sense, dumb, nobody else would do it. I could get that fish out of the cover because I had the 20-pound test fluorocarbon on. That's what the braid, the fluorocarbon setup is about. So 15-pound test braid, 17-pound test fluorocarbon leader. That's that BLAT Signature Series spinning rod. That's a Shimano X-Sense reel.
That's a catfish.
He was not indeed a catfish. I'm in control at this point. It won't look like it. I'm about to lose control.
As you watch this video, I'm sure the thought runs through your mind.
Out of control.
Why is it taking so much time? Why don't you just bring that fish in the boat?
Out of control.
A fish like this, you can literally go from not cashing a check to 10, 20, even $100,000 over just one fish catch like this.
This is when it got bad.
But you got to get it in the boat. So that's why I take my time.
The line got it in the motor, dude. Try that with 10-pound test line. I'm done.
No, I didn't. Quite discombobulated there for a minute.
Shut up, JT.
It's the first time we've seen
Why did you say that? You got thought to say that now?
Wow. Yeah. Nice.
Okay. All right, so that don't get to happen. That don't get to happen if you don't use the right equipment. Listen, I never get this. So a lot of people say, well, I would have put it on bait caster. You would have never got the bite, dummy. You won't get the bite with a bait caster in a Texas rig. You don't get the bite. You don't get the data. You don't get to play the game with a bait caster with that. You gotta have that setup. You gotta have that setup. That's finesse fishing when it's dumb.